does it treat you? I hear the stories to tell. I can still see the bruises, even as you smile. Cuts those who know you, and it tears those who care. Let me bleed for a future where you never wear that look again. The stones we throw, the ripples they create, years later, still rock us gently in their wake. So it could never happen. I understand it all too well. Our marriage is sacred, even as a living hell. In the endless circle, we find ourselves dancing in. The one comfort I have is that you'll never know what stones we throw, the ripples they create, years later, still rock us gently in their wake, gently in their wake, gently in their wake, gently in their wake.
Met up at the crossroads late one evening. I don't know what you thought you were achieving. You sat expecting in the dark sometime. What could I do but wait at my stop sign? I don't want the right of way that you just gave me. Could be trouble down the road, so don't try to save me. There's so many reasons I want to stay. So darling, don't give up your right away. Know you think you're nice and even caring. There's a time for taking charge and a time for sharing, and we have rules to follow handed down from long ago. If you are on the right, for crying out loud, go. I don't want the right away that you just gave me. Could be trouble down the road, so don't try to save me. There's so many reasons I want to stay. So darling, don't give up your right away. Late one evening, I don't know what you thought you were achieving. We have rules to follow, handed down from long ago. You're on the right, for crying out loud, go. I don't want the right away that you just gave me. Could be trouble down the road, so don't try to save me. There's so many reasons I want to stay, so darling, don't give up your right away. Darling, don't give up your right away.
I call you
Good evening and welcome to ComedySportz, the exclusive Rose Villa edition. I'd like to introduce to you our two teams tonight, starting with our blue team with Leslie Boogie Mansfield, Jay Reading Rambo, and the blue team captain, Betsy Easy Being Green. And now our red team, Sam Lama Ding Dong Whittington, Amy Zing Gray, and our red team captain, Amy Pepper Milstein. And without further ado, I would like to introduce to you our referee, Patrick Electrical Short.
Good evening, Rose Villa, and welcome to ComedySportz. Thank you, John Eglin. Awesome to see everybody tonight or to hear you. Throw some love to us in chat. Any number between 1 and 10, just practice throwing that into chat, and we'll be great. What you're going to see tonight is competitive improvisational comedy. It's competitive because we have two teams. You met them, the blue team and the red team, competing for laughs, competing for points. One team wins and one team loses, and it's all up to you, tonight's loyal fans. And we're basing everything we do based on your suggestions in chat. So let's practice getting that going. Thanks for all the numbers. But now let's throw some suggestions into chat. Let's throw some occupations. Let's throw some animals into chat. I mean, not literally the animals, just type their names. And let's throw some sports or activities into chat. And we'll use some of those as we go through. And then we will ask for other things that are closely related to the games as we get to them. All right. There's a lot to do and a lot to get through. And hey, if you don't understand what we're doing, we're going to have a question and answer period at the end tonight so you can meet everybody. And we can meet you through your questions. But now let's call both team captains on the screen. All right, we've got Captain Amy, Captain Betsy. I hope you're ready to go tonight.
I'm so ready to go.
We are ready. Awesome. But there are a couple fouls we need to know about. First of all, the technical foul will be called if somebody is muted when they're not supposed to be, or Comcast fails them, or they freeze, or other things happen and I have to take points away. Now, the really important foul is the bag. We call the bag when somebody says something lewd, crude, lascivious, racist, sexist, Marxist, or too soon. If this happens, I blow the whistle, I throw a flag, and the offending player has to put a bag over their head. Now, I am not in your places, so I hope everybody on both teams has a bag or a bag substitute ready. We'll see if I ever call them on you. And fans, the bag also applies to you. So if you say something lewd, crude, lascivious, racist, sexist, or too soon in our chat, we're not going to take it. And B, Marianne, our chat goddess, reserves the right to remove you. Marianne, how are you doing this evening, though?
I'm doing great, but I don't want to be mean to everybody, so please don't say things that are baggable in our chat.
Yeah, let's just keep it to the top of our intelligence and play in a show that everyone can enjoy. Like, there's a bunch of great suggestions. Right now I'm seeing ferret, penguins, and phlebotomist. Those are amazing suggestions, and we might use them. All right, it's time for the coin toss. Let's see, blue team is the visitors, so you get to call it in the air. It's heads or tails, call it.
Heads.
It is heads. You've won the toss.
Ooh.
Captain Betsy, congratulations. You get to decide the first game tonight. What'll it be?
I'm going to challenge the other team. We're going to play the game of categories.
All right.
We accept.
Amy, do you accept? You accept.
We do.
All right. That's awesome. Bring your teams onto the screen for the game of categories.
Come on.
Fans, we're going to need categories from you. Like, if you remember the game Trivial Pursuit, categories like geography or history, those things might work, but other things that, categories that many things fall into. But this is a special game because I'm going to call on a player with a category in mind, and they're going to have to tell me something in that category. And periodically, I might ask them or say to them, which is also A, to something they say. And then they have to give us a new category right on the spot. If they hesitate, if they repeat something that's been said or done before, say something too close to what somebody else has said, or we get sick of looking at them, they're going to be thrown right out of the game. The last player left alive for their team will win 5 points, and we will have a fan poll to determine additional points. There's a lot of points, and you control a lot of it. All right. Players, you ready for this?
Yes.
Cool. Marianne, let's go to you for our first suggestion. What's our first category?
Absolutely. Our first fantastic suggestion of the night comes from Renee, who suggested vegetables. And it looks like Christina also suggested it.
We have 2 people suggesting vegetables.
I think that's got to be our first category then.
I think we need to go there. So it's vegetables. And players, Betsy.
Zucchini.
Sam.
Parsnips.
Leslie.
Cauliflower.
Amy M.
Kohlrabi.
Jay.
Corn.
Amy Gray.
Celery.
Amy M.
Cucumbers.
Leslie.
Leeks.
I'm sorry, what was that?
Leeks.
Leaks, which is also a...
Something a sink does.
Oh, okay. Something a sink does. Sam.
Drains.
Betsy.
Cracks.
Jay.
Holds water.
Amy Gray.
Drips.
Sam.
Allows for washing.
What other things allow for washing? What's a category?
A thunderstorm.
Okay, things associated with thunderstorms. Awesome job. Betsy.
Lightning.
Leslie.
Hopefully on my birthday on Friday.
Ooh, Amy Gray.
Flash flood.
Ooh, Amy Milstein.
Scared doggies.
Oh, Jay.
Clouds.
Sam.
Hail.
Which is also a...
Form of ice.
I'm sorry, it already is a form of ice. So I was looking for a different definition for the word. So Sam is going to be out of there. Ooh, it's a really tough start. These people are professionals. They're very fast. I hope you're following along at home. All right, Marianne, what is our next category?
Our next category from Michelle is travel.
Travel. What an excellent category. I hope we can travel again soon. It's travel. Jay.
Passport.
Ooh, Leslie.
Airplane.
Amy G.
Turnstile.
Betsy.
Horse and buggy.
Which is also a...
Way that people came on the Oregon Trail.
Horse and buggy. Okay. Ways that people came on the Oregon Trail. Amy Milstein.
On a donkey.
Leslie.
Wagon.
Sure. Jay.
Horseback.
Betsy.
They didn't have to because they already lived there.
Okay. Some people did already live there. That's true. Amy Gray.
Walking.
Walking, which is also a...
An actor who can dance.
Okay. Actors who can dance. Leslie.
Gene Kelly.
Jay.
Fred Astaire.
Betsy.
Gregory Hines.
Ooh, good call. Leslie.
Hugh Jackman.
I don't know, but I'm going to assume yes. Jay.
Billy Crystal.
Sure. Betsy.
Xavier Glover.
Jay. These people are so good. That is a hesitation. Some nights that wouldn't be, but tonight they're playing too well, and I had to call it pretty tight. So Jay's out of here. Hey, Jay, we'll be back. Don't worry. Marianne, what is our next suggestion?
Vassar, our next suggestion is pasta.
Pasta. What an excellent suggestion. And Amy Gray.
Ravioli.
Amy Milstein.
A linguine.
Leslie.
Rotini.
You didn't say it in a cheesy Italian accent like the first two did, so I'm going to
I was
throw
trying
you
to be original.
out of there. I know originality isn't all that it's cracked up to be.
Really good
Oh,
call.
Betsy,
Good
defensive
call.
position now. All right, we need a new category.
Absolutely. All those actors were inspiring. So I'm going to take Tina's suggestion of movies.
Movies, excellent. Amy Milstein.
Star Wars.
Amy Gray.
Jaws.
Amy Milstein.
The Love Story.
It didn't sound terribly sure. Amy Gray.
The Sting.
Betsy.
The Exorcist.
Amy Gray.
The Empire Strikes Back.
Amy Milstein.
The Nutcracker.
Which is also a...
Decoration you have during the holidays.
Ooh, Betsy.
A dreidel.
Amy Gray.
A wreath.
Betsy.
A wrong.
A what?
A wrong. It's part of Christmas Festivus. It's a wrong.
Oh, okay, sure. Amy Milstein.
The Star on the Tree.
Which is also a...
Something you call a sweet little toddler.
Amy Gray.
The apple of mine eye.
Betsy.
Cutie patootie.
Amy Milstein.
Here comes trouble.
Amy Gray.
Little muffin cup.
Amy Milstein.
Dickory-doo. That's what Australians call their toddlers.
Nope, I'm sorry.
Okay.
Down to Amy and Betsy for our final challenge.
Yeah, I can't wait to get my wrong out.
Yeah, there you go.
All right,
what's our final challenge?
I'm taking a challenging one from Felicia, who suggested dance styles.
Oh, dance styles.
Oh.
Thank you, Felicia. So I'm going to actually turn my camera off here to make this more intense. It's dance styles, starting with Betsy.
Disco.
Salsa.
Jitterbug.
Merengue.
Which is also a...
Kind of pie.
Betsy. That's time. Betsy's out of there. And Amy has won with the kind of pie.
Kind merengue.
It's a tough one. All right, fans, we're awarding the red team 5 points. However, there's also a poll being launched on your screen right now, and you get to choose which team entertained you more during that. Which team made you laugh more, blue or red? So we're going to give you a minute or two to vote in that poll. Just pick one, and then we'll be telling you how that worked out, and let you know also this is a special show for you at Rose Villa, but we also do shows every Saturday at 7 on the Zooms, and they are free as well, with a donation model on those. And sometimes we play ComedySportz in other cities because there's ComedySportz in about 25 cities. Okay, last chance to vote in the poll. Get in there now. 3, 2, 1. I'm ending it, and I'm sharing the results, and it is super, super close. But what we're going to do is we're going to give 7 additional points to the blue team, 6 additional points to the red team. And John, what does that make our score?
Well, Patrick, that makes our score red team 11 and blue team 7.
All right. Thank you, John. And John, how are things at Rose Villa today?
Well, Rose Villa is thriving.
I love to hear it. No details, though. I don't get any details, but that's fine. I'm glad to hear everyone is thriving. Hey, thriving people, our next round is called a team choice. We're going to see a game from each team, and the red team is ahead, so I'm calling red captain on the screen right now. All right, so, hey, look who it is. It's Captain.
Hey.
Hey.
Hi.
What game do you want to play in the team choice round?
We're going to play the confounding game of Countdown.
I am totally confounded. All right, fans, for the game of Countdown, the suggestion that we need is something, an activity that you like to do at Rose Villa, right? So I'm sure there's a ton of stuff to do there. Great place to live. Eating, thank you, Samantha. Great. All right, I've already seen the one that I want. Marianne, I think, knows. So we're going to take this suggestion and we're going to turn this into a dramatic scene that lasts about 75 to 90 seconds. And then something's going to happen to it. All right. So Let's go to Marianne. Marianne, our chat goddess, what is our suggestion?
So, Patrick, I know what I think you wanted, but I'm going to override it and go to my favorite activity, which is swimming.
Can we do both?
Happy hour and swimming at the same
Happy
time?
hour while swimming.
While swimming? All right. Well, good luck with that, team.
All right. I wanted happy hour, I'm telling you. All right, happy hour and swimming. But here's the thing, fans. The chat goddess has a lot of power, and she's earned it. All right. So, players, are you ready?
Yes.
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 Take the screen. It's countdown.
I like it that they are letting plastic bottles into the hot tub nowadays.
Don't tell them I have a glass bottle. If Marge finds out,
Okay.
Marge, would
Everybody into the pool.
okay. I gotta go change into a better outfit. I'll be right back.
okay.
You look
Well,
fine. She looks fine.
All right, here. I'm in. I'm in. Can you top me
Something
off?
wrong with your suit? Wait a minute. What is this?
Oh,
This is glass.
I wanted to break the rules, Marge. You're so strict.
Why do you feel a need to break the rules? I thought I knew you. You were my friend.
I want to try new things. Give me back my glass.
Well, you can't have it in the pool, okay?
Fine. I'll get out of the water. I'm going to go dry off.
Fine. Phyllis, do you have anything you want to admit?
No, I just swam 84 laps. I hope you counted them.
Oh,
And that is time. That was about a 90-second scene, fans. And now it's called Countdown because we're going to cut that in half. They have to play the same scene in 45 seconds. Players, begin.
This is
so
the best
happy
night.
they let plastic in the hot tub now.
I've got glass. I'm a renegade. What if Marge finds out?
hello. Okay, everybody into the pool. What's wrong?
Okay.
I need to go change. I'll be.
Well, you
I'll be
look
back.
fine. Phyllis,
15
looks
seconds
fine.
left.
Can you top me off?
She looks fine. Hey, wait a minute. Give me that. This is glass. Shame on
I
you.
know. I'm breaking all the rules.
Why do you need to break rules? You were my friend. I thought I knew you. Here, take this glass back.
5 seconds.
It's how I express myself.
Phyllis, stop splashing. We're trying to have a conversation here.
It's 100 laps and you know it.
I wasn't counting.
Thank you, Phyllis. All right. Now, still countdown. The same scene in 22 seconds.
Marge will
Contraband.
never know.
Okay, everybody into the pool. Let's go.
Gotta go.
Get out of here.
You look fine. She looks
Look
fine.
what I'm doing. I'm so
Give me that.
naughty.
This is glass. What are you doing in the pool with glass?
I want to be bad.
Why do you
I
want to be
just-
bad?
I just beat Michael Phelps.
Match time. Same scene in 10 seconds. Oh, I'll give you 11. 11.
Okay, everybody into the pool. Let's go. You look fine, Phyllis. She looks fine. Hey, give me that. What is
Look,
that?
I'm
What
going to
is that?
shatter it.
This is glass. Shame on you.
I know.
Why
I'm
do
so
you
evil.
hate me?
I love you.
We didn't get to find out how many laps there were at the time. So I'm going to give you another chance. 5.5 seconds.
Take it. It's glass.
It's glass. Phyllis.
And that is
Phyllis?
time. Let's
What you
give
did
it
to
up.
Phyllis.
Let's give it up for our red team. So fans, keep that scene in your brain bank and don't have glass right around the pool and on the deck. It's a bad idea. And whoever suggested happy hour, oh, it was the CEO. Sorry. All right, let's have the blue captain on the screen. Hey, Captain Betsy.
There.
It's like you're the CEO of your team tonight.
Oh, I feel special.
And
I
Chief
have a great
Operating
team.
Officer. And Chief Technical Officer.
All of the
and
things.
Accountant. All right. What game do you want to play up against that countdown? That was something.
That was great. That was great. We'd like to play the game of advice panel because I'm
Fantastic.
sure, we all need advice.
That's right. Okay, go prepare your team. I'd like to have you host if you would.
Oh, I would love to. Thank you.
Great, thank you. All right, fans, here's what's going to happen. We have a great opportunity for you. We've invited 3 experts of everything to come and host a panel for you to get your questions answered. So if you have any relationship issues or any issues in your daily life or do-it-yourself issues, or you're struggling with a hobby or some family issues, anything at all, our folks on our panel can give you the answers you need tonight. So what we're looking for are those kind of questions into chat. So again, do-it-yourself kind of questions if you're struggling with building something or a hobby, family, relationship. For those of you who are still working, could be work issues. There you go. We've got one question. We know we can get going. Please keep the questions coming. And let's welcome our panel.
Hello, everybody. I'm so excited to be here. Welcome to You Know It. I'm Umlaut. And I have a special guest that I have today. And I wanted to really thank also my grandma, Dot, who's going to be helping me today. She's online here. Hey, Grandma Dot.
Hey, Umlaut, did you eat your veggies today?
Of course I did.
Okay.
I ate my kohlrabi like you always tell me to.
I'm glad you did.
So super special guests. I got Lucy, troublemaker. She's one of my buds. And then Joey. Joey's a friend. And so I want to know, Grandma Dot is going to take your questions, and she's been culminating it for me. So help me out, Grandma Dot, please. What do folks need advice on? Because we want advice.
So Michelle, she is just the sweetest thing. She wants to know how to get her son to do his homework.
I just love that you're close to your son, that it's important that you want him to do his homework. So, I mean, I'm just going to say that, like that. And that's all you need to do is just say, I love you. That's my advice, but certainly I'm not the best at it because I brought so special friends. So my special Lucy, what's your advice?
You don't. You feed it to the dog. Then you can tell the teacher the dog ate it.
I love it. Okay. That was super special. How about you, Joey? What do you think?
Well, thanks for putting me on your show like Mom said you had to. But I'm here with my friend who helps me learn things, and doing homework helps you learn things. And my friend, he helps me count and learn the alphabet.
Yeah, Joey has his friend, and it's like his best friend, and we're really happy about it, and he helps out. It's okay. Grandma Dot, what else do we have from the audience?
Well, Mary Claire wants to know how to fit tons of stuff in a very small space.
How to fit tons of stuff in a tiny space. Joey, you know all about that, Joey. Kind of tell, okay?
I think what you need to do is you just need to decide that you're going to fit tons of really tiny stuff into the space, because the smaller the stuff you're trying to fit in, the more of that stuff you can fit into the space.
Sage advice, just get smaller stuff. Okay, Lucy.
It's all about packing. All this toilet paper, I fit it in my back pocket. You just gotta play Tetris a lot.
Lucy is Soup's resourceful. That's like her middle name. Lucy, resourceful troublemaker.
LRT, good old LRT.
I know. I just love it. Thank you. You're just such besties. I thank you so much. And I guess for me, what I would just say is like there's this thing called Nextdoor, and you just like say, hey, who wants to buy it? And so you just get rid of stuff, and then you just have minimizing it. You just have to Marie Kondo it. That's my advice. Just Marie Kondo. Just like either squish it in. If it doesn't fit, you get rid.
I
Grandma
Marie Kondoed my toilet paper closet.
There you go. Grandma Dot. Oh, look, I'm invisible. Grandma Dot.
Well, Umlaut, sweetie, this reminds me of your kitty Whisker Whiskers. And Christina has a question about how to get her cats to like her, probably like Mr. Whiskers loved you so much.
Oh, I just love this question so much. I can't talk right now. Somebody else take over. Who wants to answer it first? Please, Lou.
Treats. Lots and lots of treats. You want them on your good side because cats are great lookouts.
They are. They're so good. Joey, I'm so just verklempt in my body. So can you answer?
Okay. I think that a good way to have things be friendly with you is to be friendly with them. So if you give them lots of nice pets and cuddles and stuff, then they might warm up and be friendly with you.
Oh, this is so good. I can't top it. And I'm just too emotional because I love my cat so totes. It's like I can't live without it, and I just love it. That's all I can't. Okay, Grandma, do we have another question?
We do. Renee wants to know how to get your adult kids to move out.
Mom, was that you? Is that our mom? Did you take that from Mom?
I'm not going to answer that, sweetie. I think you know the answer.
Okay, I'm just going to say it, Mom. I'm finding my place. All right. Umlaut is who I am, and you need to help me and support me like you have been. So I'm not going. So I would advise to be patient. That's what I would do. Lucy or Joey?
I think you should move out soon because I want to have your bigger room.
You're not helping, Joey.
And that is time. The blue team and advice panel. Fans, we're going to have the blue team advice panel up against the countdown of the red team. We're relaunching a new poll. I don't know how you relaunch a new poll, but we're doing it, and you get to vote and decide which team entertained you more in that. Was it blue with advice panel? Was it red with their countdown? And Marianne, do you want to mention classes while we're getting this poll done? Yes, you do. Yep, we have classes, and people of any age can take them. We have had people from 18 to 86 in our classes, and we're doing this next set online beginning next Wednesday, May 12th.
And we still have room in that class, right?
We do, absolutely. It'd be fantastic. So check it out. All right, thank you so much.
And Patrick.
Yes, John.
As a matter of fact, we've actually had a resident from Rose Villa take classes. We won't mention names, but that has been the thing.
Oh, I am glad to know it. And of course, John, you are now a professional player with us, and you took classes at CSC.
I did.
Excellent. Hey, here's what happened. It's red at 55%, blue at 45%. So red is going to get 6 votes, and blue is going to get 5 votes. And what does that make our score?
Well, Patrick, that makes our score 17 to 12 with red team in the lead.
Woohoo! Woohoo!
Wow. It is a barn burner. But don't call the fire department. We're going to play another round. And this is the ref challenge round. I'm going to challenge the teams to a game that I want to see them do, and I would like to see them do an improvised newscast. So we're going to call for the game of newscaster. Do I hear acceptance from my teams?
Yay!
Yes!
All right, great. go ahead and start preparing. And fans, how you prepare is the headline story is something that's happening at Rose Villa. Let's avoid tragedy if we can. We're more of a comedy thing. So something light and little and maybe even fun that's happened at Rose Villa recently would be great. So check that out and let us know what you want to have as our headline story in our newscast. So what's going to happen as we wait for your suggestions to pour in, although I see a theme and I think we're going to cover that. So you guys are awesome. So what's going to happen is we're going to go to the CSE newsroom and we're going to cover this outstanding story from a number of different standpoints. It's like local news on steroids and hopefully funnier. So Marianne, what do we have for our headline story?
Well, Patrick, literally everyone in chat is very excited about Rover, the roving bar cart. Apparently, they won an award for having Rover, the roving bar cart as well. Rover gives out free drinks.
Wait a second. So is this a robot thing? I just want to know. Somebody throw that into chat, please.
Just for clarification, so Rover is it's our roving bar cart. It doesn't give out free drinks, but the residents are able to come up and grab. It's almost like a mobile happy hour, so they can come up to
incredible.
They can come up to a cart and grab a drink and a snack, and in these COVID times, that's the way we get around a happy hour.
But it's not a robot?
It is not a robot.
Okay,
it is
well, that's a relief.
It is yeah.
I would like to know where to sign up for that. So awesome. So we're going to hit the news theme here, and we're going to cover the breaking story of Rover, the roving drinks cart here at Rose Villa. Say that 10 times fast. You can't. And let's go to our anchor, Jay Rambo.
Welcome to the 8:00 p.m. KCSC News, your local news source. And here's your host, Jay Rambo.
Good evening and welcome to tonight's news. I've just been notified of an update at Rose Villa. Apparently, Rover, the roving drink cart, is out and about making its rounds, and there's much excitement tonight. I can see why. Let's go to our reporter on the spot, our roving reporter. Aurora Donald. How are things there?
Hey, Tim. Rover, the roving bar cart, roved a little too far. So I had to chase him down, but don't worry, I got him. But we will be making sure he gets back to Rose Villa soon. I know a lot of people are anxious for happy hour, but don't worry. I will try not to drink all of the things on the cart before it gets back. Speaking of which, back to you.
Thank you, Aurora. Hopefully you can find out that Rover will be able to make a stop to restock before getting back to Rose Villa. We'll
Definitely.
check in on that later,
Yeah.
Or maybe it's better if you don't know where the stock is. Let's move on now. I believe we need to go out to find out about the sports going on. Harry T. Chestnut.
How you doing? The sports world is aglow, finding out that now tailgating can follow you wherever you want. You don't even have to be at the game today. All you have to do is get your own roving bar cart. Touchdown! That's all there is to it. In other news, there's a lot of people who want to know how they can sign up to be on the practice squad for this roving bar cart. I want to tell you, I'm trying out to be the new coach. So as soon as I get the job, the whole world can come into my Rover and be on my team.
Thank you, Harry. Have you heard anything if the roving cart will also be carrying nachos?
We're going to carry nachos, we're going to carry bratwurst, and we're going to carry hamburgers, and we're going to carry foie gras for the fancy folk.
Very impressive. Very impressive. Thank you, Harry. Now, if this bar cart is traveling outside, we probably need to know what the weather's going to be. So I'm going to turn it over to our weather reporter, Trixie Typhoon.
Thank you so much, Tim. Well, Rover has had quite an effect on the entire country's weather. You can see that there is swaths of tequila in the north coming down to the gin-soaked raisins in Florida. Now, here in Oregon, you can see that we've got more of a craft beer situation. It is falling out of the sky, coming down Multnomah Falls, and trickling out the Columbia River. It is heard that the people of Roseville are actually sitting with cups, glasses, if you will, scooping up the liquor and having a great old time. Look out for meteor showers of nachos.
All right, good advice. Make sure you've got your storm windows appropriately set. Thank you, Trixie.
Thank you.
Now that there's a bar cart going around, you may need some treats because they haven't quite developed the food side of it yet. So let's turn it over to Baking with Barbara tonight to find out what sort of treats would go well with this cart.
Thank you so much, Tim. I have a special one. I'm like, you know what? We don't need any treats. What you do need is tips for that Rover cart because it's going to come by and it does cost money. So I'm going to give you some tips. Get yourself a big old gulp here, and then you can pour in the liquor, and so you get more because that's one serving size. And if that's not enough, you can get yourself another cup. That's another one that can give yourself a margarita times 10, which is really handy. Now, make sure you have lots of handy. And if that don't work out, like you could just sneak in and go, oh, here's all my cups this is my cup that has all my pens and pencils. You just take it out and you can fill it up. If that don't work, then you can just open up your shirt and go, oh, just pour it in and hold it. Because I like to have me a nice tequila because it's supposed to be raining tequila at Rover. I'm just super excited and I'm ready to hang out at Rose Villa and I'll bring whatever treats I got left in all my cups. Thanks so much. Bye.
Barbara, I just want to be assured that you won't be doing any baking or working with fire at all after testing all the cups of beverage.
I don't know if I can make that promise, Tim.
Alcohol is flammable. Safety tip for those at home. All right. Well, it sounds like we certainly have a full plan for the evening. But there's also an art scene we need to check in with. Hey, what's happening with Essence Destiny?
Thank you, Tim. This is Essence Destiny. I'm here in this beautiful 19th century theater to tell you that there is a secret. There's a link between Broadway and Rover. The government has issued a special grant for Rover to ship one customer who orders a secret drink to one theater in New York. That's right. Each customer gets one theater and gets to see a Broadway show on their own in a large theater. How do you know which secret drink it is to order? Well, I suggest you try them all, and maybe you'll get lucky. This is Essence Destiny in a very large, beautiful theater on Broadway.
Thank you, Essence. Well, I'm Tim Traveler, and that's been your 8 o'clock news. We'll be back with an 8:05 update after this. Thanks for tuning in to KCSE News.
And that is time. Thank you, Tim, and the KCSE News team. Fans, this could be a tough vote. That was an extraordinary, deep coverage of your news. But we have to vote between red and blue and give out some points. So let's let it rip here. Cool. Tough vote. Tough vote here, I think.
Let it rip.
Also, Rover seems to be a good plan, but you just have to work on the snacks. Just a little bit. All right, cool. All right, votes are coming in. Marianne, any news from chat?
No news from chat, but Patrick, this might be a good time to again remind our audience that they can stick around afterward for a Q&A.
That would be fantastic. If you'd like to know a little bit about what we do, meet the players, we'll hang out as long as there are questions. Maybe not that long, but for a while at the end of tonight's match. So stick around. And the poll has come to an end, and we're going to share the results, and it is a stunning tie,
Wow.
ladies and gentlemen. And we're going to go 5 points for each team, which doesn't change what's the separation of the two teams, but percentage-wise, blue is catching up. Okay, cool.
Yes.
I'm glad we like that. So let's have the red team. Actually, I made a huge mistake there, ladies and gentlemen. We have to have the score read at every interval by John. John, what's the score?
That's right, Pat. That brings our score 22-17, red team.
Okay, thank you very much, John. I don't want the league coming down on me for forgetting to, go to our scorekeeper. Let's have our red captain on the screen, please. Okay, that's cool. Oh, you brought
I
your
brought
kitty.
my cat. She
Yeah.
loves me.
Okay, cool. So if you asked before, you just hold it very near your face, and cats love that.
Mm.
Okay.
Mm.
Amy,
Yes.
what game is the red team going to regale us with?
We're playing shopping spree.
No way.
Way.
Okay. So that means we have to get rid of somebody from your team and send them out into what's called on hold or limbo. Who's that going to be?
Void. Send Sam to the void.
Okay.
Away.
We're going to do it. So, Sam, we are putting you out where you can't hear or say anything. He's gone. All right.
I'll go to the other void.
Okay, cool. So, fans, shopping spree, what's going to happen is Sam is a shopkeeper and is going to be selling things, but doesn't know what the customers need to buy because he's not going to hear your suggestions. So what we need are your suggestions of things that you would need to buy. So we need 3 things total, and you don't have to suggest them, just throw them out there. Things you might go to a hardware store for, that you might buy at Target or Costco. We tend to avoid food in this if possible, but not necessarily. We could do food if we need to. That'll be up to Marianne. Also, we need a wide variety of things to buy, but we also need adjectives, descriptive words like blue or splendiferous or astronomical, and but not those 3. And so if you could put them in, Marianne will combine them in inappropriate ways, and we're going to have some things that Sam will need to sell. Now, Marianne will tell you all about how the chat works and how Sam will not be able to go back and see what your suggestions are. And let's go to Marianne and get our suggestions. Marianne, what do we have?
All right, Patrick. Now I am going to put these in chat, but I do want our fans to know that when Sam gets back, he will not be able to see them. You can't see what happened in chat when you're in the waiting room, which is where Sam is. Our suggestions are smooth blankets, a fuzzy candle, a sparkly garden hose, and a smelly tiger.
Ooh.
Okay, run those by me again.
I've got smooth blankets, a fuzzy candle, sparkly garden hose, and a smelly tiger.
Ooh, we're selling 4, and I'm not increasing the amount of time. So this is going to be really...
Oh, did you want 3?
That's okay. You got 4. We're honoring it.
You're right. I do have all the power. It's true.
All right. Also, we're going to bring Sam in just a moment. And fans, there will be a slight delay while I set up something special. If your Zoom is updated enough, you will see it. If your Zoom isn't updated enough, you will see us in gallery view with white backgrounds, but you'll see a picture of me with the background, and just imagine it really, really big and people floating around on it. It's called immersive. It's brand new. We don't have control over it, and it's exciting. All right, so let's call Sam back from hold, and let's give him a little entrance music. All right. And great. I have a small issue here in that I have to start over on my setup because Sam wasn't in the room. So.
Oh, I'm here now.
I know you are, but I'm just doing this. I'm doing the thing.
While you're doing it, I'll remind the fans too that we do have matches every Saturday night, and you can see what the link to those are on portlandcomedy.com.
Okay. So Sam, did you hear anything while you were out there?
I did not.
Okay. Are you ready to sell?
I'm in my store. Let's do this.
Okay. Well, you're going to be in a different store in just a moment.
Okay.
So, what? I know. But first, I have to make myself very, very small. So I will do that and get out of your way. Oops, I'm making Amy small. Fans, this is hard. Okay, there we go. I'm just going to be a little security person up on the top shelf right now.
Not weird at all.
Not
No,
weird
it's
at
not
all.
weird at all. It's really kind of cool. All right, players, you ready?
Yes.
All right, begin.
Excuse me.
Yes.
I,
Yes.
I can't sleep at night.
Have you tried laying flat? Horizontal.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, I think it's a temperature problem.
All right. Do you need a blanket?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, I do.
Aisle 4.
Thank you.
just-
But I need a special kind of blanket. Do you have the special kind?
I have the kind that are made out of solid wool.
Oh, that feels really scratchy.
Okay. Well then, we do have the cotton blankets.
Are they scratchy?
No, they're smooth.
Oh, good. That's perfect. That's what I want.
Oh, great. The smooth ones are on aisle 5. It's right behind you.
Oh, thank you.
2.5 minutes.
Hello.
Oh, hello.
I'm looking for something to enhance my practice.
Do you want some candles or a yoga mat?
Yes, that's exactly what I want. I didn't even have to say the word fire hazard. Thank you.
I didn't even know what your practice was. You just look like someone who would be into the Zen stuff.
And I wanted to have extra sensory bonus things. When I touch it, I want to feel something.
So do you want a candle that is tactile? Is that what you're saying?
Yes, I want to feel something when I stroke my candle.
You want a moist candle.
No. Don't say that word.
Okay.
I want it somewhat cat-like.
So do you mean a purring?
No. When I touch it, how does it feel?
It feels all furry.
Not quite so much fur. Like I shaved it, and a couple days later, what does it feel like?
Oh, it's all stubbly.
A couple days more.
You want old growth.
Minute and a half.
Perhaps I could use the word to describe if the police were coming and it was 1972.
An emergency? You want an emerging candle.
No. If it was a bear, it would be very.
Yeah. I don't sell what you want, so you need to go to Target until you
Fine, I will go and look around the aisles.
Okay, then. Well, maybe these snacks...
Ah! All right, go ahead.
Oh, okay.
No, you.
Oh, she left.
Yes. Well, what could I do for you?
Oh, well, it's my plants. They're dying.
You need some fertilizer then.
I put so much fertilizer on them.
Do you need some water?
I have water, but I have no way to get it to the plants.
Well, are they outdoor or indoor? Do you need a hose?
They're outdoor. Oh, yeah.
Okay, well...
30 seconds. 30 seconds.
A hose is what I need, but something that dazzles the eyes and pleases the senses.
A sparkling perfume?
Yes!
Excuse me, in the candle aisle, can I get one that looks like a kiwi?
Oh, fuzzy.
That's what I want.
A little fuzzy candle.
15 seconds.
Oh my gosh, you know what else I need? I need a giant cat.
You want a puma?
I want one with stripes.
A tiger? Of course.
Yes, I do want a tiger, but don't...
5 seconds.
I want it rolled around in something.
Yeah, the kind you would make balm out of.
Did you want it coated?
I want to assault my senses, particularly my nose.
I know. All right. There is one chance left for this final adjective, Sam. What kind of tiger?
Old Bay seasoning covered tiger.
That is not correct.
I would buy one if I sold it.
Absolutely. It's actually, though, a smelly tiger.
Oh, well,
But
that
you
would
did
be.
very well. John, give them 2 bonus points. All right.
Will do.
Fantastic. And let's have Captain Betsy on the screen. John, tell us the score, though.
What's the score?
All right. Our score is 24-17, red team.
Okay, here's a chance for Blue to claw their way back. All right, Blue, what are you going to play?
We're going to play the game of New Choice, please.
Excellent. All right, for the game of New Choice, fans, I need something
Can we use
else.
that fun background, too? That was great.
It's harder than you think. We'll work on it later. Do your own backgrounds for this time. I'm exhausted. But fans, we need a suggestion to start this scene, and I need how about something really nice that somebody at Rose Villa, staff or another resident, one of your friends, has done for you recently. Just it could be a little thing, it could be a big thing, but just something really nice. Like oftentimes when we ask for this in corporations, it involves donuts. So there you go. Marianne, do we have something from the fans?
My favorite right now is made a quilt.
Ooh, I love it. All right. So making a quilt or somebody made a quilt is the suggestion for our scene. And the players are going to play the scene, and periodically I will pop back into the scene and ask each player for a new choice if they've said something. And I'll keep kind of asking until I give them a thumbs up and they stick with that new choice. So they might have to offer me 3 or 4 new choices, and I need to understand it intellectually or think it's funny. All right. Players, it's making a quilt. Are you ready for new choice?
Yes.
All right, take the field and screen.
Herbert, I'm hard of hearing, Herbert. You need to speak up, honey.
I can't believe he didn't even send you a thank you note.
You know, that's what happens with children these days. They don't even think. They're busy on their phones looking.
New choice. Busy on their phones.
They don't know who they are anymore. They're lost.
New choice.
I need contact in front of our faces is what's wrong with the children now.
They just don't appreciate the sacrifice. Those sheep, they grow the wool. The wool gets made into yarns for us. We make the gifts for them, and what do? Nothing unless we're face to face.
They ignore. They don't even come and say thank you. They should come in person. I'm so disappointed.
New choice.
Who?
So on Betsy. Sorry.
Oh, I'm so happy to know that you care.
New choice.
I'm going to have a fit.
Oh, now.
Here it is.
Oh, now, okay. Settle down. I know you're upset, but remember, deep breath in, deep breath out.
Jay, new choice.
Remember, oxygen's the key to a happy soul.
New choice.
If you don't stop to take a breath, you might fall over.
New choice.
Oh, you're turning just about as blue as your shirt.
Maybe that'll make them come to see me. That's it. I'm sick.
Hey, Ma, I heard you're sick.
Oh, yes, look, I'm blue in the face.
That was a good plan.
Yeah, I saw it on Facebook. Good job updating this time, Ma.
New choice, Leslie.
There was an Instagram poll that decided you were sick, so I came.
New choice.
That carrier pigeon's really efficient.
See? Good things happen. One day, all the electronics will be gone, and you'll be grateful for those carrier pigeons, right, Herbert?
That's how we send tweets.
Well, Mom, I
New
hate
choice. Jay.
Oh. My carrier pigeon's called TikTok.
It's adorable.
Hey, dude.
It's adorable. I would eat it.
Yeah, that's cool.
Yes.
That's cool, sweetie. But anyway, yeah, I hate to point it out, Ma, but the carrier pigeons are going to die before the technology does. It's just how
Derek, it's not going to happen. If it does happen, that means the rest of the universe will be gone.
New choice.
This is the demise of the earth.
New choice.
You're right. I'm
choice.
I'm obsolete, like the carrier pigeon. And
New choice.
hey, let's have some chicken.
Okay. I'm kind of hungry. I mean, I just came to thank you for the quilt, but I'll take chicken too.
New
Food
choice,
cart.
Leslie.
I'm a vegetarian now, so no. Thanks.
Of course you're a vegetarian. Of course.
That's a new response.
Oh, are you what, a vegan? Vogan?
And that is time. The game of new choice from the blue team. So fans were voting on that in the poll, which is coming up right now, and is going to be that game versus the red team shopping spree for entertainment value. So it's new choice versus shopping spree. It's a stunning early lead by red here, so gotta tell you, blue, but there you go. All right, Marianne, back to you. What's going on in chat?
There's just really nice, awesome people in chat today.
That's
I love this
fantastic.
group of people. They're fantastic.
We're having a great time tonight. I hope you are. Thank you for all of your inputs. And let's go see what our results are. Oh, red is stretching it out, so we're going to go 8 points red and 3 points blue. What does that make our score, John?
Well, Pat, that makes our score 32-20 red team.
Excellent. And I'm going to give 3 extra points for the blue team because I interrupted them a lot.
Well, Pat, that makes our score 32-23
I don't
red
know if that
team.
was enough to help. I don't know if that was enough to help, but I felt like I had to do something. All
It's
right.
very symmetrical, though.
It's beautiful.
It is a palindrome.
That's comforting.
Thank you. All right, let's have both teams on the screen for our final game of the match. And there are some people we'd like to thank, first of all, for arranging this event tonight. Let's give it up for Samantha at Rose Villa. Thank you so much. You can throw thanks into chat. She digs that. That would be awesome. Or you could tell Samantha in person next time you see them. That would be great. All right. Fantastic. Also on chat tonight, Marianne Rambo. Thank you, Marianne, for all of your help.
Thank you for letting me be here. It's been a delight.
Could not have done it without you. And also should probably come on screen at this point, our announcer tonight, John Eglin Jr. John, great to see you. Oh, digging the shades, digging the shades. All right, great job tonight. Thank you so much. And hope you're enjoying your new position there at Rose Villa. Excellent. Great. All right, we're going to do our final game, and then we'll have an announcement of the final score. Then we'll do a little question and answer. All right, but the final game, the players have told me what they want to play. They want to play the game of Fancy Tea Party. And here's how it works. It's a bunch of really fancy people at a tea party. I'm sure Rose Villa has very fancy tea parties, but they'll be a little less gossipy than these people, I would hope. And these folks are going to be gossiping, but they're going to do it in pun form. We're going to get suggestions from you, so we need occupations, we need animals, we need nouns, objects, some things maybe that you have in your apartment or something that you have purchased or want to purchase. Throw those things in there. And they're going to make puns on them. And let's say you gave me the suggestion of cow. I might have my, well, I don't have a little teacup. I've got my big thing of LaCroix here. But I might say, well, did you hear about the neighbors and their cows? Yes, well, they lost an udder one. And that pun would get a bell, an angel would get its wings, and that team will score 1 point. So Marianne and John are going to keep track of all those bells for me. If the pun is really bad, it might get the old Oregon duck call. And no points. All right. And these could come fast and furious. So strap it in, Rose Villa. We're ready to go with our fancy tea party. What's our first suggestion?
Well, it's been suggested a few times tonight, and it's high time I took it. I'm going to go ahead with Legos.
Legos. All right, Legos. Players?
Did you hear about the new Lego family?
No.
Stack up to our last neighbors.
Oh, you know what? That's a big ouch.
I heard they're not built to last.
They came by the other day and brought some lovely Danish.
Oh.
You know, I hear they're having a baby Duplo.
Oh.
I guess you could say they're not playing around then.
Mm-hmm.
All right. That's our first round with Legos. So you see how it is. It's fast and furious. Many bells. What's our next suggestion, Marianne?
Baby goats.
What goats?
Baby goats.
Baby goats.
Adorable.
Baby goat puns.
Did you hear about the little goats that are coming? They're really bad.
No kidding.
Look, it's the baby goats.
Oh my.
I heard they're so bad they couldn't get a nanny to stick around.
Oh.
Yeah, I also heard they're very gruff.
I heard that. Oh, go ahead, Sammy. Go ahead.
Come on, Sam,
met
just
the
go ahead and butt
dad.
in.
I met the dad yesterday, and he's a little bit sheepish.
I thought he was cheesy.
Oh, now you're just milking it.
You better forget it.
All right, that was the blue team sneaking that Leslie one under the wire, so count that. If it was the red team and their lead, I wouldn't have counted it. I'm unfair that way. All right, Marianne, what do we have?
We've got mechanic.
Oh, great, mechanic.
Did you hear about that mechanic? He wants to get under everybody's hood.
He came over to borrow some tools, and I still haven't gotten my good wrench back.
Well, oil be.
What?
Oil be.
Oh, oil bee. Apparently, I killed the mechanic.
Wait, one more. I'm sorry. I was slow to it. I tried to be there in a jiffy, but it didn't work.
All right, cool. Marianne, what's our next suggestion?
Our next suggestion is movies.
Movies.
I don't know anything about them. I'm so scared. I don't know what's going to happen.
Well, I've heard that they're getting a new caretaker named Oscar.
For real?
Well, I met one of the children. They were a real screener.
I still know nothing.
I heard they're a real screen.
That's a repeat. All right, we're going to go to another suggestion. Marianne.
Ducks.
Ducks.
Just ducks, yes.
You know what? Those ducks, they're not all what they're quacked up to be, is what I heard.
They're always making me feel so down.
They're also always fighting with the beavers. It's so rude. Ducks, beaver, no? Okay.
I heard a little something about the ducks. Oh.
Oh, what?
And that is all right. We had a lot of bells there, and my prediction is the blue team made a comeback, but I just don't know how much they did. So John is furiously adding up the final score. Once again, thank you to Samantha and everybody at Rose Villa and your fantastic suggestions. Hang around for a little Q&A with us. And thank you, John, on announcing. Thank you, Blue Team, Jay, Betsy, and Leslie. Red Team, Amy, and Sammy. And Sam. And I'm Patrick Short. It's been a real pleasure. We'd love to see you at a ComedySportz show again or at a CSD class. So check us out at portlandcomedy.com. All right. Let's have a little drum roll.
All right, Patrick, with a score of 41-40. The blue team did it. They made a comeback. Congratulations.
One of the biggest.
I want a rematch.
No!
They were bringing it. All right.
And
take us out.
Without further ado, please keep in mind, stay tuned for a Q&A. But your red team, we've got Samalama Ding Dong Whittington, Leslie Boogie Mansfield, Amy Zing Gray, Jay Reading Rambo, your red team captain, Amy Pepper Milstein, and your winning blue team captain, Betsy Easy Bean Gray. Green. Sorry.
You have a real job.
I am your announcer, John. Why like in England? And your ref,
glasses that thick.
Patrick Short.
Thank you so much, everybody. Hey, let's have the players come back out. Fans, a chance for a Q&A. We can't see and hear you, but we can answer your questions now. So if anybody has any questions for us, comments, great. Start off from Samantha there. Marianne, why don't you read that?
Absolutely. Samantha asks, how hard is it to improv with no audience laughing or reacting to your jokes?
Who wants to take that one? Betsy.
Yeah, it is definitely challenging in that sense. However, for me, it's been wonderful because I just feel so supported by my teammates, and I'm also focusing on my teammates more. So that in itself is just different. It's just different. I look forward to being back in real life, but I also know that I'll continue to do this online too.
Yeah. Cool. Yeah, it's definitely harder, but one of the advantages is that in our regular shows, we have people watching us from Australia and Mexico and Canada and Puerto Rico and lots of different states in the US. We've done training for corporate clients in India, Malaysia, Singapore, Ireland, UK, Germany, Argentina, Mexico, Canada. I mean, it's just amazing. We did a show for a couple's wedding in Nigeria last fall. It was awesome. So cool. What else?
Can I say like just to add on to that, just having our teammates have our audio on it, I'm just going to echo what Betsy said. It really does help because a lot of what we do in normal world, we get the feedback from the audience, and that really kind of can add another layer to what we present. So just having that in this space really does help.
Cool. Thanks, John. Another question, Marianne.
A fantastic question from Tina, who says, what do you like most about improv?
Who would like to take it? Just raise a hand. I'll call on you. Sam.
Even though this doesn't add on to what we just the last question, it's knowing that you bring joy to someone's life. Bring them some laughter, whether it's this year or 20 years ago. It just doesn't matter. That's my favorite part of it.
Cool. Awesome. Jay.
I think also that, there's always new players, new audience, and new suggestions. So it's not, nothing against scripted theater, but it's the same thing over and over for a period of time. Whereas nothing is ever the same here because there's always a new suggestion. It changes the games and changes the scenes, and it's all new and different every time.
Cool. Amy Gray.
I like the moment when an accident turns into an amazing discovery. And it happens a lot. It happens in every show.
Mm-hmm. Yep. There were some fun accidents with the immersive background where people ended up kind of superimposed over and in front of and behind each other. They played with that, and they hadn't experienced that before, and they just were like, "Oh, this is what it is. This is what I see, so I'm going to use it." Great moment. I really enjoyed that, and I hope that you were able to see that if you were watching us. Betsy?
Yeah, I just wanted to add to it is my favorite part is it's community. Like this is my family, an extended family. It's been transformative for myself. I've been able to travel around in real life, travel around the world, and I have a place to stay every place all around the world because of the improv, because it's such a beautiful community and supportive community.
Cool. Amy Milstein.
I'm gonna be real quick. I think it just really rewards being in the moment. And that's so wonderful. Like it forces you to be here and now and not thinking about other things. You're here. So
cool. John?
I just want to interject a question. We actually had a meeting earlier today about how I voiced how improv has helped me in my work life. So I'd like to pose a question to everybody else as to how how improv has affected you in your personal work realm.
Leslie?
Mine's probably a little opposite for everybody else, but I work from home completely alone. My only communication is over email with like my boss and stuff. So this is like the one job, so to speak, I have that I actually get to interact with people. So it's actually somewhat maintaining my social skills. So yeah, basically that's what it is for me as work.
Cool. Jay?
One of the key tenets of improv and working with teammates on the fly is you have to really hone in your listening skills. And I would say, learning to listen is very applicable in everyday life as well. So, kind of honing and focusing on what other people say, that can only help in work, in relationships, wherever.
Cool. Leslie?
And to demonstrate, it also helps you bounce ideas off of somebody else's ideas. So taking what Jay said about listening, you listen and then you add to it. So in a way, makes it more of a group effort when you come up with ideas and brainstorm and whatnot. So
awesome. I'll add in that I've been doing improv for a very long time, and for a number of years, I was in sales in high tech, and the improv skills were essential to my success in it. Listening and sometimes accepting the situation that you're in, and that you're not going to make a sale without it crushing you. And those things are very, very, very helpful. And we, since 1989, have gone into companies and helped them with improv skills and culture and training. It's very, very well received. Awesome. Betsy?
That is not a show, because then I get points taken away.
We would have tied him.
we won.
I worked as a recruiter for many years before improv and then after improv. And what I found for myself is one of the tools is providing details, the specificity. And I use this as a tool when I teach is, do you want mashed potatoes or do you want red mashed potatoes with sweet cream butter and fresh pressed garlic with the skin still on? And you can't, it's harder to, and so I always ask that question, and most folks will say the second one. And I'll say, but they're both the same. They're both the same. Mm-hmm. It's because I provided that detail. And so in the work life, I was able to ask questions with candidates that get garnering more information from them that was more specific. So it taught me to draw out more specificity to find that right candidate for that company.
Cool. There's two more questions that I saw out here, and then we'll finish up, and we can answer both of them. Do we use props in real life? I'm going to assume that's performing in real life. Or I'm going to throw that one to Amy Gray.
If by props you mean wigs and stuff, then yes, we have a couple of those at our space when we perform live. Not everybody grabs them. Um, I use a lot more props and costumes here on Zoom just because it's Zoom and it needs a little more pizzazz, right? But in person, we can usually improvise well enough that you can tell what's going on without a wig.
Right. Cool. And there's another question. Do you do anything to warm up for a show, or do you go in cold? Amy, no style?
Well, we have a bunch of warm-up games that we do, but I think that in Zoom land, we've mostly been connecting, which is really what it's most about. So we'll spend a lot of time picking games, talking about the show, and joking around with each other and making that connection. And that feels pretty warm when you get on you're ready to go on a Zoom show.
Yeah.
And we're checking in with people to see where they're at. It was very important in these times because there's a lot going on, right? And we want to make sure that everybody is at a level we know how to support them. So that's really important. It's a variety of things. When we used to go on the road, we'd pile into minivans and we'd get to the place and we'd set up a sound system. And that was really our warm up. But it was spending time together. When we gather for real life shows at our theater, we spend time playing some games, 5 minutes to 15 or 20 minutes, depending on how everybody's feeling.
Some vocal, some stretching, some movement, some really focus in making specific kinds of connections.
It's great. Hey, I'm going to call an end to it. Thank you so much, Rosevilla. You've been fantastic. Thank you, John, for helping us out. Thank you, Mary Ann. Thank you, Samantha. And all of you with your great suggestions. We'd love to see you at a regular show. PortlandComedy.com, our front page, has the upcoming events. Every Saturday at 7 o'clock, but also next Friday, we have a show called Match Prov where we recreate the 1970s game show Match Game. Very funny.
It's amazing.
Pardon?
It's amazing.
It's really fun. And there's a bunch of other shows coming up as well. We'll be adding some other shows to the slate soon. Cool. Thank you so much. We're going to play some going away music for you, and have a great evening.